Just heard a weird noise from Discord.
Oh, I hit my phone against the mic. Is that it?
Yeah, it was like a sound effect.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know how to get it to not like randomly switch up my input device. It's kind of annoying, but
Oh, let's put it in Snapchat. I was like, where am I putting this? I gotta ask Lambo for a thumbnail. I hate asking him so late in the day, but he cranks them out pretty quickly, so I'll just do it after. All right. I figure we can do a little bit of preview,
yeah,
but
you can check it.
most of the preview is going to be next Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, no reason to spend too much time on it.
No, we're gonna have to do all the props and everything. Gatorade color. It's one of the best episodes.
But it's one of the best episodes.
We are gonna. It will we have to be. I'll talk to you about it after the pod. The scheduling stuff.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get ready to rock and roll. We'll do the games first, and um we'll do the coaches. All right, we'll get started in 3, 2, and 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right, Chris. Patriots are back in the Super Bowl, so
It
that's
really
pretty
it's
cool.
2015 or
Yep.
2014.
Yeah. It is it's Seahawks Patriots rematch 2014. We're going to talk about, of course, the NFC AFC Championship games. Then we're going to be talking about the coaches, a little bit of Bill Belichick, a little bit of Giannis Antetokounmpo at the end, and then wrap this up. But not a preview for the game is what I'm trying to say. Preview for the game will come closer to the game. To get into it, we can get the Pats game out of the way pretty quickly. This game, it is so hindsight because it was like really the game, but I did feel in the play, Broncos 4th and 2, I think, 4th and 1, they're up by 7. They're on their own 30-yard line. I wanted them to go for it. I didn't have faith in Jared Stidham in 4th and 2. I had faith in the defense, the Pats run defense, and if they were up 10-0, I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit queasy if they were gonna be up 10-0.
Yeah, and I feel like this play is such a perfect example of why you can't always just play the numbers, because you know that every analytics guy, like every model is going to tell you, 4th and 1 at the 30-yard line, you go for that every time. The expected points added are higher because the probability of getting the first down is pretty high, and then you go on to score a touchdown. But when you have a backup quarterback against a really good defense, and your defense is top 3 in the NFL
Yeah.
against a second-year quarterback
Who
playing in his
looked like
first
it.
road playoff game.
Yep, and he looked like it.
Yeah, a 10-point lead is pretty significant.
Yep.
Um, and I feel like this is one of those things where it wasn't even like a hindsight is 2020 decision. It did feel like in the moment, like, go up 2 scores.
Mhm.
Just go up to the court, like,
Yeah.
because things like that wacky fumble play happen,
Yes.
and
Especially with a backup
especially when
quarterback.
you have Jared Stidham playing, like,
Yes. It was that or an interception. One of the 2 were coming.
yeah, it was bound to happen. Um, and then obviously the second half just becomes a total wash. um, so that does become like the defining moment of the game, that you had that, and then the Pats don't score, but then the next Broncos drive, you have the fumble play that should have been a touchdown on the play. They score anyway. And that obviously changes the whole complexity of the game. And you have, like, obviously they missed 2 kicks, and
Mhm.
one was in the
One was
pouring
blocked.
down ice, but it looked like a clean kick,
Yeah.
and until they or at first they you just chalk it up to the horrible conditions, but then yeah, you should get the slow mo and
Mhm.
you got to handle
He
it.
hit the
So
tip, no
obviously
diddy.
there's
You see his quote? He said
what he
they
said.
asked the they said they asked the D tackle, I forget who it was. It's one of our backup special teams guys, and they asked the tackle, like, what was your what was basically what were you feeling in that play? And he's like, "Felt a tip, no diddy." Mhm.
It's funny.
Sorry, keep going though. You were doing great. I didn't mean to cut you off with my little comment. I thought you'd heard that.
That's funny. No, I mean, but that's really it. Like there wasn't anything that happened in the second half that you can really talk about. I mean, they like Drake May made plays when it matters, so credit to him because there weren't very many plays to be made, but they put it away in that final drive. But it really was like it just felt like nobody was going to score a point.
The And that's why this was such a well-coached game by Vrabel. This was a
Mhm.
Vrabel masterclass because late in the game, he knew in that 4th quarter, if we just hold the ball, we're gonna win the game. He
Yeah,
said there's no way Jarrett Stidham's driving 75 yards or 65 yards or whatever to or even 45 yards to put him in field goal range in this blizzard against our defense, the way we've been playing, it's just not gonna happen. And take away that 4th down opportunity, when the game was going perfectly for them, and I think it was honestly going too perfectly for them. If it wasn't going as perfectly, they probably would have kicked the field goal, but
Mhm.
you get the 55-yard bomb to Mims. You immediately get a touchdown right after that, and it felt like, though, like, the Pats have let up their defense have let up a touchdown, it seemed like the first drive of every game they've played all regular season, and it wasn't on the first drive, so I was like, "Alright, that's a good sign." And then immediately the next drive, that 55-yard bomb comes in, and I was like, "All right." I honestly thought I was like, that might be Stidham's one thing. Like we're not gonna
Mhm.
let him do that again. Like we're gonna let Jarrett Stidham dice us up. Like that's not gonna happen. That was a great play by Mims, a bad play by Gonzalez actually, and ended up burning him and getting on the right side of him. So that wasn't gonna happen throughout the game, and I know Vrabel knew that, it seemed like the defense knew that, and it seemed like the only person who didn't know that was, Sean Payton. I think it felt like that he knew. It's like after that pass, he was like, "Oh, maybe we can dial something up." But it was, yeah, I felt I felt like Vrabel just really coached that well. The last couple
Mhm.
drives, it would be like 3rd and 8, and we'd run the football, and, like, that's annoying to
Yep.
watch as a fan of the team who is in a 3-point game, and, like, we need to score. If we score, we put it away, and it was like, I trust in what the defense is doing that I'm allowing this bad it's not bad play calling, it was strategic play calling to just wind down the clock. And then as you said,
I mean,
on the final drive, Drake May called his own number. Apparently that play wasn't his, or wasn't on the play call. He just called his own number,
I
ran
really
for the first down. Um, that was really cool. He doesn't really show a lot of emotions, Drake May, and he looked pretty hyped, pretty excited after that one. It was uh it was weird to be excited about an AFC Championship.
it
It's
was
gonna make me
weird,
sad. Yeah, because like, of course, I'm always excited to go to the Super Bowl, but it was always like Belichick handing the trophy over, and like nobody like Belichick doesn't care, Brady
right?
doesn't care. But it felt like it was cool to care about the AFC Championship again, because
That's
um,
great.
yeah, yeah, because like Drake May was very excited holding up the trophy. Vrabel, of course, was all excited. Um, did you hear his curfew? Vrabel's curfew for the guys.
No,
He said, "You guys have the night off. Do whatever you want. 8 a.m. the bus leaves. If you're not on the bus, you're not playing the Super Bowl." He's a guy's guy. Like he's a guy's guy. That's an ultimatum for guys that are
yep,
like, all right, like, that's doable.
yep,
We could do that. We're
yeah.
adults here.
It's the classic like the boss taking the new hires out,
Yes.
drinking on a Thursday night, and then showing up to the office at 7 a.m. and expecting everyone to be there.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Although I'm sure
I
Vrabel just went to the
I've been saying all year that I didn't think this team was a Super Bowl caliber team. I thought that we'd be frisky in the playoffs. I thought we'd have a good regular season. Um, I didn't think we'd win the division. I didn't think we'd win the AFC. I do have a Patriots Super Bowl bet too, so that is I guess I did have a little bit of faith in them. But I always have my team in the championship most of the time. If they're like middle of the pack, I have them
Yeah,
in the future.
the Flyers.
Um, so I'm really excited. I'm really pumped. It's gonna be a great Super Bowl. I'm nervous about the Seahawks. We'll get into that game. That was an excellent game. I think we exhausted all of this game. Travion
The
Henderson
last
bettors are
thing,
probably pretty upset. I will say with that. Um, and I also got to say, I mean, Ramondre, man, we're not winning these games without Ramondre.
yeah.
It's just not
How
happening.
nervous were you that he was gonna fumble?
Oh,
I
it's in
in
my
my head,
mind.
I
It
was
was
like,
yeah,
this
it's in
would
my
be poetic.
in the
If, like,
snow. Yes,
in
in
the
the
snow,
snow.
yeah, and I said, like, out loud, I was like, "The only way they lose this game is if they fumble and the Broncos pick it up and run it back for a touchdown."
Mhm.
It's, like, the only way.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's what really made me nervous. And Gonzalez pick too. That's the other thing I got to shout out. His first pick of the year. What a moment. Um,
Mhm.
it was eerily similar to the AFC Championship versus the Jaguars, where Gilmore intercepted Blake Bortles. It was a very similar pick where it was underthrown, a bad quarterback throwing to a very good cornerback. Um, and it was really reminiscent of that. And it was nice to see Gonzalez. He had a great year, but no interceptions. It was nice to see him get one um, before the season ended. All right.
The one last thing
Oh
I'll
yeah,
say is Tony Romo
he
calling
stunk.
Jared Stidham Stiddy after, like, when he was playing well. So he
Yes.
was Stiddy for, like, halfway through the second quarter, and then all
Hmm.
of a sudden he was no longer Stiddy. He's not Stiddy anymore. He
No
lost the
more.
he lost the
He lost the
nickname.
nickname halfway through the game,
Yeah.
a quarter through the game.
But he was like, he was over, it was so annoying. He's like, "And this is what Stiddy does well," like, blah, blah, blah. Dude, like, give it a rest.
I gotta ask from an outside perspective. You you agree with like the talking heads of like Pats like haven't played anybody.
I mean, I don't think you can say that because the Chargers
Everyone picked the
were good.
Texans and people picked the
Yeah, okay.
Chargers
So
and yeah.
the Chargers thing is definitely revisionist history because we all watched the game and are like, "Wow, like this team was totally helpless."
Mhm.
And you forget that they were winning football games even though their offensive line was banged up.
Yeah.
So that one I feel like is definitely revisionist history. The Texans one as well, where it was like, well, CJ Stroud is just the worst quarterback ever, and it's like they had won what 7 games in a row coming into the playoffs, and
Everyone picked the Texans.
everyone
It was like the
everyone
hot
slept
pick.
their team. Yeah.
Yes.
Um.
And it's like,
And
oh,
then
so
I mean this.
wait, sorry, I gotta pause you there for a second too, because I wanna
Yeah.
I wanna help the defense. So CJ Stroud's ass, that's the Pats' fault. Like he was like it's not like he was ass forever. It's not like he was always ass. It's not he's not throwing
Yeah.
5 interceptions every game or 4 interceptions. Like that's such a
Yeah.
dumb
The
playoff
only thing
CJ
that I will
Stroud.
say,
It's like that guy made it to the AFC Championship, didn't he? Or was that Texans team? There was a
no,
couple.
they lost
That
to the
was a Watson
Rams.
team. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, keep going.
The only thing I will say is having Nico Collins out and then Dalton Schultz out after like a second drive, I feel like was fairly significant. So you can make that argument. And then the Stidham, the Stidham one's tough. Like,
Well, and like the Stidham one's tough too,
yeah.
but it's like the
And then the
Bills.
Blizzard.
Yeah, then the Bills fans are bitching about that we play Stidham. It's like that's not our fault whatsoever. Like,
It's not
they,
your well, it's not your fault, but that wasn't the question.
I know. But it's like
I
so because of that.
I
But those are monstrous defenses. Like we're facing Sam
I
Darnold here
agree.
in the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Like if we're gonna keep doing this bad quarterback train, it's very possible. Like I think Sam Darnold's played very well, but it's very possible that we get um like this is
Darnold throws
midnight
3
hour.
picks that
We're
will
we're
absolutely be
we're
the
edging to
narrative.
midnight here with the Sam Darnold pumpkin. It's gonna once it like midnight's the Super Bowl. Like the Sam Darnold pumpkin is this it's gonna hit midnight at
It's
the
the
Super
fourth
Bowl
quarter
and
of the Super Bowl. It's not even the game.
you're right because he could be good as long as it's a one score game. He could go pumpkin mode at any time. The clock could strike. Um,
That would be so sad.
does an interception on the goal line. Do you run it with K9 or do you pass to JSN on the goal line? Um, all right. Yeah, the Stidham one is tough. I'll give you that. But is
There's an
this game?
argument to be made, but it's not like I mean, when you win the AFC Championship, like it's not like LeBron beating the Raptors and the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like
Yeah,
it was a real path.
those are good defenses. Those are good defenses that we faced.
They were the best two defenses in the
Yes,
conference.
yes. And we were in a blizzard. I think Drake May looks a little bit better if it's not a blizzard. Our O line does kind of stink though. That's O line. Their O line is going to be challenged.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like the defense,
Yeah, the defense is
and you
good.
have a rookie left tackle. Like it's okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's yeah.
It's not a strong suit,
No.
but
The I will say the flea flicker to Mac Hollins. This is the last thing to say with that. That was just like peak McDaniels.
McDaniels, yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
don't know
abs and
why. Like, there's no
perfect
reason to run
perfect play
something like
call.
that.
No, it's in a blizzard too, in
I
a
mean,
blizzard. But it was a perfect play call. It worked. It worked perfectly. It
yeah,
was literally it was like the one
it
big
did.
pass that they needed. It was the one big pass, and it was awesome. Um, all right, let's go to the much better game, the Seahawks versus the Rams. These guys just put on master classes every time they play against each other.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, almost 400 yards from Stafford, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. No interceptions from Darnold, almost 350 passing yards. Just beauties all over the field. And great wide receivers in this game. Great defenses in this game. I really
Yeah,
didn't know like who because like the Pats already won. So it was like I didn't know who like I kind of wanted the Rams. And then towards the end of the game, I was like, all right, Stafford and Puka, like I really don't want the Rams. I'd rather the Seahawks. And I kind of am glad, even though the Seahawks were looking good. I'm nervous of their defense more than the Stafford. I'm nervous about Stafford's offense more than I would be the defense of the
yeah,
Seahawks.
that makes sense. That's the opposite of what you said a week ago. You said you were more scared of the Seahawks for the defense.
Did I flip?
You
I think
did, but I
watching
understand
Stafford
because
against
now
them
you
though. Yeah.
yeah, and you've now beat defenses in a row that were like Seattle's no
You cut out for a second, but I'm guessing you meant to say that Seattle is no Texans or Broncos, or they're right up there. Like they're good.
yeah, they're
Yes,
no better.
yes, I agree. I agree with that. Um, so let's get into this game. Um, Seahawks get up early. Rams stay in there, linger in there, and then just I mean, great fourth quarter by the defense of the Seattle Seahawks. Um, I don't know. JSN was fantastic in this game. Puko was of course fantastic in this
For
game.
one awful penalty. Is my mic not working?
Oh yes, the Tariq Woolen taunting call on
Can you hear me?
fourth and 19. Yeah, I hear you, but it's delayed. You're plugged in, right? Yeah. Huh. That's weird. Interesting. Well, oh, maybe we can. Do you want to power through it? What should we do? Oh, oh, let's see how bad it is. It looks bad. Yeah, it's not good. I can see you shaking your head. I can see what you're saying before. Like I can't. I haven't heard anything of what you said. Apologize to audio only listeners. That will be watching this.
I
I'll check the
can.
comments real quick. Oh, what's up? Oh, Ethan. I get it because I flipped on my take. He said my favorite type of shoes is flip flop. Hey, Chris had a good point. I got to watch Matthew Stafford against this same defense, and I got to watch my Pats beat a great defense. So I think it's a fair flip flop. It is a flip flop. I'll give you that. I didn't even realize I said it last week. Um, so many takes go through my brain. It seems like every week. Um, but I am definitely glad that I'm not facing Stafford's offense. I mean, Puka, Devontae Adams, like those guys are just insane, and JSN's good. Um, we got you back. What's up? I was defending myself. Ethan called me a flip flopper.
Ethan called you flip flop.
Yeah, I was just defending myself a little bit. But welcome back. You were talking about the penalty call against Tariq Woolen.
Yes.
You wanna bring it up?
Well, just because you had said a great fourth quarter by the Seattle defense, and it really was.
Besides, yeah,
Other than that play, that like at the moment kind of felt like it was going to cost them an NFC Championship.
yeah.
Um, but then they get the big stop on the fourth down the next drive when they need it.
It felt like that was almost. It was like, oh, this is gonna be a makeup call for the Rams Saints game. But I guess no, that helped the Rams too. It wouldn't have been a makeup call. So it would have just been it's the same. Maybe
Yeah,
it was the same refs. It's like we got to see the Rams. We got to see the Rams in the Super Bowl. It's
maybe
it's some on the line. Um, that was like, I mean, he did go. I will say,
he walked. Yeah, he ran all the way over
yeah,
to the bench.
he's
Like
like there's a
you're kind of
that's
asking for it at that point. I'm usually of the mindset of like
let him
talking
play.
ridiculous, but that's when it's like you're trash talking the guy that you
Yeah.
made the play against. But like when you run over to the other bench, like we got it. We have to have some rules, right?
That's what I was just gonna say. That's what the rule is for, right? Like that's I want to see it on that, not with somebody like finger
Right. Yeah.
guns the guy that they just burnt. I want to see it when they do that. It's like it's
Yeah.
like you're inciting the whole team to beat the crap out of you. Like what else are you
That
inciting
should be
there?
there should be no flag. They should just be allowed to like
Allowed,
jump.
allowed to beat the shit out of him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
And if
Because like
and if his team tries to help, then they get
then they
penalized.
get a penalty. Yeah, because think about it. Tariq Woolen's a small dude too. Like the Rams could just
Oh
mess
yeah.
him up. They
Yeah.
would just pummel him.
Yep.
Um,
We wouldn't have
yeah,
done that if they still had Aaron Donald.
oh, hell no. Hell no. That was definitely like I found that a little justified. I was like, all right, that was a bit egregious of a taunt there, foul. He did apologize. I think it was
He
on Twitter.
did, but it was also with that like stupid GIF that it's
It was
cute
dumb.
because he still won, but
Yes, he's
they
so
lost.
lucky they won. He would be the most and he's an upcoming free agent. He would be the most
It's a
hated
great.
man
Yeah.
in Seattle. He would be ran out of town so fast, driven to the airport by fans.
It would be like he'd be like the Tyreek Stevenson from last year's Bears.
Yes. Yes, he would. Yes, he would have. Or like the guy, speaking of that Saints run. All right, that was an
Marcus
earlier Saint
Williams.
runs, I guess. But yeah, Marcus Williams, who was a rookie on the Saints, who made up the Minnesota Miracle. Um, People were cutting him in Madden. That shit was so funny. Saints
He's a good
fans,
player
like
now too.
he is a good player. He got signed by the Ravens afterwards, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. What else? What else do you want to talk about with this game? I mean, it was like one of those games where it's like I was hoping for some overtime. Like that's how good of a game it was.
I know. I was disappointed when the Rams didn't score at the end
Yeah.
when they got stopped.
Yeah, I
Because
thought
they
that
kind
was.
of feel like once Seattle got the ball back, they would be able to run out the clock. I will say, like, for a team that is, I think, one of the more conservative teams in the NFL, Kubiak was very aggressive on that last drive. Like, it just felt like whatever they were drawing up, like, play off of play action, balls going to JSN, they just knew that it was going to work every time, and it did.
That's I mean, that's how that was the first game of the season when he caught 11 catches out of the 19 that Sam Darnold passed, or maybe 12, maybe it was higher than that. And like we knew he's got like almost 200 yards. We were like, well, this was like it was the most immediate fantasy football. Well, okay, well this guy should have been 1-1 or 1-5, 1-3, something like that. Like there's no reason for this guy to be in the second round. Um, And it was like that all season. I mean, that guy is a monster. You
Yeah.
look at the rest of
I
the
was
the
like,
rest
it's
of the
since
team.
literally the first game of the season. Remember, we like made fun of him because Darnold could
Yeah.
only throw to JSN. He
Yeah, that's
completed
what I was just
like
talking about. He was like, what,
massive.
90% of the target share was
Oh, you're
JSN?
talking about that first game.
Yeah, 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 that first game.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, the biggest fantasy was like, "Oh, shit, well, he is gonna get a million targets this season." Um, and it's funny because like, you look at the rest of the team and, like, a couple dump offs to Kenneth Walker, a couple clutch Cooper Kupp moments against his former
Yeah.
team,
Big time.
big time plays from him,
Yeah,
and
I guess the one third down was Cooper Cup. I forget if that was that drive, if that was earlier in the
the
it
third
was it
yeah,
was
yeah,
late
the
in the game.
last drive. Yeah, that was late. That was, like
Was the
I
last
think it
drive?
was the last drive. Um, and then, like, the second running back got a couple dump offs too, but other than that, like, Jake Bobo had his one catch. Raheem Shaheed got his 1 catch for 50 yards. That was a great catch.
Yep.
And then it was just all
That's why
JSN.
they
So
went and got him though. Like,
yes. Yeah, it's exactly why they got him. Special teams and for moments like
yep,
that. Um, well, the special teams fumble, right? That was this game, the Rams,
yeah, yep.
and that was their
Yeah,
biggest
I mean,
weakness.
two things with the Rams was special teams and secondary,
Mhm.
and both of them were
Torched.
exposed by Seattle.
Yes. And
Forbes didn't even
Seattle,
play. I think he
what
got in, like, towards the end, but they like, Forbes was on the bench for most of the game.
I'm not surprised. He's not covering Jason. And it's funny too, because that's the type of guy that's like could try to cover Jason because he's supposed to be fast and like, it's Jason's not the
Still not
biggest
really,
guy,
so
but
yeah.
he's still like 6'2". So,
Mhm.
um, but that is exactly why they got Raheem Shaheed. He's gonna be a very interesting Super Bowl props player.
Oh, yeah.
He will have because he could get a kick return touchdown easily. So that'll be an interesting one. Oh, I'm already thinking about all these props. I just thought of like 3 Pats ones right when I said that. So I'm excited for the props one. And Jake Bobo, another guy that could have a great prop. There was a
Yep.
couple Barstool guys that I saw on Twitter that bet on him to get an anytime touchdown, and it was like 35 to 1. So they made some good money off that. Um, but the yeah, that special teams, the punt like that after that happened, I was like, shit, like this is Stafford's not gonna have any mistakes. And
Yep.
this is why they're gonna lose. And it was a one-score game, and I mean, they had the 4th down at the end that costed them, but other than that, like, that was the drive. Like, if they held on to
Yep.
that ball, um, there's a great chance that they're in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. So, it's I mean, it's funny. Football is one of those I mean, it's the biggest sport where it's like one moment can really just define a game for even if it's in the 2nd quarter or the 3rd quarter, like, that one moment could definitely
Mhm.
haunt you for the rest of the game. Where basketball, it's like there's, opportunities all over the place.
Yeah, it's points every other possession.
Yeah. I did so it is I do find it funny where it's like nobody wants to see the Chiefs anymore and now it's the Pats. I do think at least it's a different Pats team. It's,
And people like Drake May,
yes, I
and
think
people
people
like
like Drake
Vrabel.
May. I think people like Vrabel. Um it's funny because it's a different Pats team, but eerily similar, where it does have Vrabel, who was a previous player who's been there, has Josh McDaniels, who was, of course, the coach for a while. And but none of all the players are different, and it will be exciting. I'm excited to see like I don't know, like Pop Douglas and some guys that have been on the Pats for a while. Booty,
Mhm.
like Booty's had his moment. He had in the divisional round, so it's like it's great to see. He'll probably have a moment in this Super Bowl as well. Um, all right. Anything else with this Rams game? I don't know. I think we've covered. Like it was. It's funny
I mean, like,
when it's a better game. There's a lot less to discuss because there's a lot. I mean, there wasn't a lot of mistakes in this game. Um, you know.
no, I mean, it did deliver on the hype. I will like, we do need to give credit to Darnold again, I
Oh yeah,
think.
I think so.
I mean,
I
this
mean, he's in the
was
Super Bowl.
one of the best games he's played this season too.
Yep, and the Rams were like his boogeyman. That was the Vikings collapse. The last game
Yes.
was the Lions, and then they played the Rams in the playoffs, correct?
Wait, say that again?
Last year when Vikings had Sam Darnold, they played the Lions in the last game of the season, lost, and then they played the Rams in
Yes.
the
And
playoffs,
then the
correct?
Rams again, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
So
weird game. It was in Arizona. It was the
why was it?
wildfires.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. But yes, they are his boogeyman. And on like seeing him in the interview after the game, I did feel happy for him.
Oh yeah,
Like
I felt happy
it's a
for him
great
too.
story. And yeah, I guess not that like I'm a hater, but a doubter for sure.
We were doubters. Yeah, we were
I
definitely
think
doubters.
most people are. I think.
I think most people still are doubters. And
Me.
I don't know. It's cool to see the Jets stink come off of one of their draft picks. Um, it's cool to see that he bounced over to Carolina. He bounced over to San Francisco as a backup, and then even the Vikings, they had a great year with him, and even they denied him. Like
Yep.
it's a cool story that he finally found his home. People even there's tweets. Oh, they traded Geno Smith and then got Darnold. Like I think we laughed about it too. I
Oh
think we
yeah.
said they're about equal, but we laughed about it for sure.
Hmm.
And it is nice to see a guy, who there's he never it feels like you never see him on interviews, you never see him on anything. And there's never any controversies about him besides Mono. Mono
Yeah.
was his big and Seeing Ghost. Mono and Seeing Ghost were his biggest 2
Seeing Ghost is
controversies.
bad. Yeah.
That's gonna be
Seeing
played a
Ghost.
lot this week.
You
In
think?
media week?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was against the
It was
Patriots.
against the Patriots, yeah.
Right.
That's gonna be played a lot this week. Um,
That was that the game when Belichick like did the funky thing with the clock?
I think it was.
And
Yeah, I think it was.
I can't even remember exactly what happened.
I think yeah, it was like a punt, and then
Right.
they, like, delayed it like, they did the delay a game, and then they got, like, a penalty, but it wasn't, like, for any yards or something. And the clock or
He
no, they got a
he found
penalty,
like a
but the
glitch in
clock
the
kept
rule.
running. Yeah, the clock
Right,
kept
yeah.
running, so they wasted, like, 2 minutes on a punt that just kept getting delayed
So
games.
the Jets had to like decline the penalty
Yes.
eventually.
Yeah. And then that was no, that might have been the Sam Darnold year because that was used against Tom Brady and the Patriots
By
by
Vrabel.
Vrabel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, by Vrabel and the
In the
Titans
playoffs, right?
in the
Wasn't it
playoffs.
that playoff game?
That was Brady's last game as a Patriot.
Yep.
That was, yeah, that was a cheeky move by Vrabel. He's got something up he's gonna have something up his sleeve. That last
Mhm.
those last couple drives of him just doing nothing, like, him doing nothing was him doing something up his sleeve. It's him
Saving
doing
it up.
absolutely nothing, yeah. Um, alright, but yeah, I do think big props to Sam Darnold. Did you see before we move on from the matchups and the games, did you see that it's like a Jets Super Bowl hell?
It's Darnold versus the Patriots.
Yeah, and it's like there's some
Like,
things where it's like the Pats last game, the year that Drake May was drafted, they finally lost to the Jets after like 20 years, or not 20 years, but it was like 12, maybe 10 years in the regular season,
oh, that's what got them Drake May.
and that's what got him Drake May. And I always hate those things where it's like no one's thinking about that during the game. That's the biggest hindsight you could possibly think of, but it is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Especially when you see all the flip side Jets ones where it's like they beat the Rams in week 16 in 2019 and they lost out on Trevor Lawrence or
Yep.
2017 or whatever. I don't know. Um, yeah, it is always funny to see that stuff. All right. Let's go to some coaching changes. We Ethan said QB 2018 QB class coming one of the best of all time. Um, Sam
That's
Darnold is the
what
first one of
Baker,
them.
Darnold,
Yeah,
Josh
Lamar, Josh
Allen,
Allen,
Lamar,
Rosen,
Rosen.
my goat.
So close.
I know. It's close. I could have picked any one of them, and I would have had a better tweet. Literally any one of them, I would have had a better tweet. Even Darnold, I would have looked like a fool
Oh yeah.
forever, and then it would have worked out. That would have been a tweet to like post on our Instagram if that was Darnold.
Oh
Now
yeah.
he's facing the Pats. Like that would be
Yep.
quite the tweet.
Never
Um,
wrong, just early.
yep. Um, anyways, coaching changes. We have a couple new hires. The first one being uh Todd Monken to the Cleveland Browns. Todd Monken was the former OC at Georgia and at Baltimore for the Ravens for the past 2 years for the Ravens. And I don't know. I don't really like. I didn't really like their offenses in Georgia. I don't really like their offenses in the Ravens. I'm out. I'm out. This is one of the ones, the early ones. He looks too old. He doesn't look like he could coach the Browns. I didn't like their offenses anyways. I'm uh I'm calling my shot here. I'm out. I think he gets fired within 2 years.
I I'm of the mindset the Browns would not have been able to hire any good coach
I don't
in
think
this
they're gonna hire anyone else. Yeah, I don't think they're
in
gonna
this
get anyone
current
else.
situation. Yeah. So I don't. He doesn't pass the eye test. I will say that
No, no, no. Not the
because I
sniff
can
test
see
even.
him in those Cleveland colors, and it's not a winning look.
No, no.
In all fairness, most coaches in those colors
That's true.
also not a winning look. But like, what are you signing up for? You're signing up for a what you think is going to be at least a top 10 defense, although you're likely losing the coordinator. You're inheriting Shadur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel.
Pro Bowler.
Shadur is a Pro Bowler.
Sure.
Can we I think with that, we need to completely remove Pro Bowls from, like, somebody's
Any
Pro Football
accolades.
Reference page.
Yeah. Yeah, any
Just
accolades.
take them off.
I mean, Huntley was already the line, right? Like, that was the joke. I mean, Mitch Trubisky has one, Drake May
Yes.
has one or not Drake May, I mean, Drake May does have one, but, Mac Jones has one. Drake May had one as a rookie.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's meaningless now.
The Huntley one is the most ridiculous, I think.
And that one's, like, not even a popularity one.
Think
It's like, what is that? What is that for? What are we doing? Nobody else wanted to go. You couldn't sign up Derek Carr to go.
Yeah, but anyway, I agree. I don't think this works out at all. Um,
He's 59 years old. This is,
so
like, one of the youngest teams
too old for an
in
offensive guy.
yes, he's way too old for an offensive guy, and he's also way too old to be on this young team. It's a young offense,
Yeah.
and maybe the age will have a nice floor, a nice development for the guys, but I don't know. Again, I didn't like the Ravens offense, so I'm not liking this. And I didn't like him at Georgia either, so, um, Eden said, "How could you not like the Ravens offense past 2 years?" Because you guys don't win games. You guys can't win games. Like, you guys can have stats, that's great, but you don't win games. When shit matters, you guys don't have any plays that work. Um, anyways, let's keep going. I'm glad we're both
I had
out
that
on
one
that.
Zay Flowers play in the Steelers game that worked twice.
That is true. That's
What
probably
it was
what he's
worth.
typing right now. He's probably typing, "You see Zay Flowers play against the Steelers." The game where they lost, by the way. That wasn't on Monken, though, to be fair. That wasn't on Monken. You could say it's on
No,
Monken. They should have ran the football for a couple of extra yards to kick field goal. But anyways, um, speaking of the
that's not a
Steelers,
horrible decision.
I think you had a perfect segue. Speaking of the Steelers, they signed a good old. I love this hire. I think this is awesome for the league. I think it's awesome for Pittsburgh.
It is awesome for the league. That is
Um,
true.
Mike McCarthy is back in our lives and is coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a happy little boy. Have you seen him over there?
Happy little boy
Oh, he's a happy
or
big
a
boy.
happy big man.
He's a happy big boy. He, um, he just looks gleeful. He looks absolutely gleeful to be in
Of
Pittsburgh.
course he does. He gets to coach his hometown team.
Yeah, team he grew up rooting
His
for. I will say
dream,
that press
right?
conference was cool. I was like, "This is the dream." Like, this is the dream. He's
Yeah.
accomplishing the dream. Um, and honestly, like,
It's a
people were
shame that
like,
they all hate him already.
"What?"
It's a shame that they all hate him already.
Well, I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair. You're searching for you've had, uh 3 coaches since the moon landing, and now you're gonna now there's all this pressure to get this guy that's gonna be there for 20 years, just a guy that's gonna be there for 2 or 3. Like, this is gonna be a floor level team. They're gonna be about the same that they were the last couple years, and they have an older team, an older defense, a very expensive defense. They're gonna get those guys. They're gonna either start thinning out their salaries, or their guys are gonna start retiring. And why get a young coach to go through that? Um when the pick of the litter isn't anything special. Like, who are they gonna
Yeah,
get? Like, maybe Minter or,
I
like, what's his name from, Vikings?
Flores would have been sick.
Flores. Yeah, that would've been cool.
Yeah. I'm on record saying that I don't think he's that bad of a coach.
No,
That he has a bad rep because
he's Mike McCarthy.
he's big and looks dumb,
Yes, and he has the
and
Mike
they
McCarthy
lose in the
face on the
playoffs.
sidelines.
That stupid face
Yes.
and that play that they ran against the 49ers with, like, 8 seconds left when he
Oh,
lined
the
up
QB
Zeke.
draw, right? Oh, the Zeke play, the Zeke play,
Oh,
yeah,
that
the Zeke
okay, well, that there's another one, yes, they
yeah,
ran the QB draw with no timeouts and ran out of time, and
yeah,
then the
yeah, the
next
Zeke
year in the
play.
playoffs against the 49ers, the Zeke play with no offensive line, and then he just got
So good. And Zeke's, like,
walloped.
45 years old. Such a funny play. It's such a good play.
So, like, those moments are bad, and I guess for a team who's, like, sick of just making the playoffs and getting their asses kicked every year, he's probably not a very inspiring hire.
Oh, he's
And
not
then, like,
inspiring at all.
I bet they're not excited about the Rodgers thing, like, I mean, is anyone excited to bring Aaron Rodgers back for his age, like, 58? season,
Yeah.
and now he likes Mike McCarthy again. Did I miss that?
I missed
Like,
it.
I thought he got fired because Aaron Rodgers hated him.
God, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just hated LaFleur so much. He was like, it's like the grass isn't always greener. It's like he had to go back to his
Goes
old
back to
hoe.
the X, yeah,
Yeah, he had to go back. Respectable.
I guess, yeah.
He knew what he liked. He knew what he liked.
Never wrong, just
Yeah. No, and that's the other thing. It's like if you're gonna bring like their QB options aren't really great either. Like great, you can get a Carson Beck in the second
no.
round and like trot him out there. You can get um I don't know. I kind of would like them to get Trinidad. Trinidad's kind of cool from Old Miss. Um,
Mhm.
but he can't. I don't know if he should start day one. Like he's not going to be the leader of your franchise immediately. So if you're going to bring back Rodgers, you might as well bring back his old girlfriend and bring back Mike McCarthy.
It'll be a fun year, I think. It'll be a
I
fun
think so
year.
too. It'll be
You're right,
and
like, it's great for the league to have
yes,
McCarthy. McCarthy has to be a head coach in this league.
yes, he does. There's it's also like with the Steelers too. It's like there's not too much downside.
No, there's not.
There's not too much downside. And then when there's an opportunity to get a younger guy that you really like and he's on the market, you just fire Mike McCarthy. He's already 62 years old. Like, it's not like he's gonna be coaching for
Yeah.
the next 20 years. So,
I mean, the downside is you go 9 and 8
yes, you lose on auto draft picks.
over and over again. Yeah, you stay mediocre. They don't fire him because they don't fire coaches, and you just have 10 more years of this.
Now that would be
If
I
they
think that
find a
would be a
quarterback,
mistake.
everything changes.
That's true. That is true. I just think that Mike McCarthy is like a 5-year max experience.
We'll see.
I would love to be more. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but I think it's like a 5-year max.
I
Um,
hope they win a Super Bowl.
that'd be awesome.
I like
That'd be
Mike
awesome.
McCarthy.
I like Mike McCarthy too. I think he gets too much hate.
It is funny that him and Rodgers beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl, like
Yes.
Rodgers' only Super Bowl.
Yep. And his only Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a given.
All right. The last head coach hire that we have is Joe Brady for the Buffalo Bills. I think I think my Buffalo fan would agree. My top Buffalo assistant, associate, not assistant. He would probably say that he doesn't want Joe Brady.
Does not.
Does not want Joe Brady. And
It is odd that like you're getting rid of McDermott, just change things up, and then you promote the guy who works directly under McDermott.
I think their whole shebang is kind of backwards.
Oh
I mean, they
yeah,
like they promoted their GM. They have had no Pro Bowlers since, or they've had 2 Pro Bowlers since what 2018, something like that, maybe
yeah,
longer. And they won the division 5 times. Nobody good drafted. No Pro Bowlers drafted. They have Josh Allen to carry them every season, and
yes.
they haven't been able to put talent around him ever since Diggs left. They haven't been able to put talent around him that he actually is able to work with. Like they have the good 2 tight ends, and they have James Cook, but he
Or
needs
if they
some.
had a really good defense in a couple of years.
No, yeah, exactly,
We thought they figured it out this year, but
yeah, and
incorrect.
so I don't know. I think they're gonna get worse on defense a little bit. I don't think their GM is any good. I know my Buffalo associate wanted Billy Bean gone, which um
Mhm.
and like McDermott, I heard a lot of things after McDermott got fired that it was like, yeah, I forgot that like he carried them. McDermott took them to the playoffs before they got Allen with Tyrod Taylor, and then they had to trade up for Allen.
Jacks, yeah.
And yeah, they made it to the playoffs. It was the playoff drought for like it was the longest sports playoff drought in history, right? It's like 22 years or something crazy like that.
Something like that.
And
Yeah, you had Bills fans like donating to Andy Dalton's
yes,
charity.
yes, because they beat the Ravens in the
Yes.
final game. They, I mean, I just don't. I get getting something fresh with Sean McDermott and getting him out of there. I understand that. I
Mhm.
don't understand the promoting Billy Bean, and I don't Brandon Bean. I don't know if it's Billy or Brandon, but and then
Brandon. Billy's
yeah,
the
Billy's the
baseball
the
guy.
movie. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
and then Joe Brady, promoting him doesn't make much sense to me either. Seems like that is a very similar message, especially on offense for what they've been doing. And the defense, I just feel like it's going to get worse.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, obviously, like, we don't really know what Joe Brady looks like as a head coach because we haven't seen it, but
Yeah. Yes, he could be
you're
electric.
not really.
He could be on fire.
And,
But
like, I feel like there
why
are.
wasn't he doing that as an offensive play caller? Like what different how much more different can it look?
Yeah, and, like, is the culture gonna be that much different? Like, it seems like McDermott was like, they had a pretty strong culture there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. Yeah, what's the culture now that it's behind Brandon Beane and Joe Brady? Like those guys don't seem like the rah rah rally the troops guys like McDermott
mhm,
was.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly odd. I mean, it's just an example of, like, an owner being much more loyal to their general manager, which you see over and over again. Um, I mean, think of, like, Tennessee, where Vrabel gets fired
Yeah,
because
before the
the
yeah.
owner brings in a new GM and listens to that guy. Um,
Well, they want the GM to bring
because
in
they
a new
think
head coach, and then he didn't bring in an like it didn't feel like he brought in a new head coach. It just felt like he promoted the OC, which is exactly what he did.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. They're not a team where you're willing to give them the benefit of the doubt either. Like, sometimes teams that move on from their head coach and promote an assistant, like, usually works out really well in their favor.
Yeah.
Does not feel like it doesn't feel like there's a ton of optimism here.
Well,
But
it's
I don't
I
know,
think
like, what else did you want? Did you want Philip Rivers?
no, that's the thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. The
Like, who else was on the market that you wanted?
I don't
Who
know.
else did they interview? They interviewed Dable? I think they did.
I think they interviewed Dayball. I don't know if like is Dayball much different? Like
Or
he was already the OC for Allen
yeah,
and
no, I don't
McDermott.
know. I'm not that I'm more asking, like, is that like, did you
No.
want that
Yeah,
over
I don't know. I'm
Brady?
not sure what you'd want. I think just something that would be outside of the building. It would be something I would want if I was a Buffalo fan. But you have a good point where it's like you the oh we were just talking about it. Um, I just had I'm totally blanking on what I was just about to say. I'm sorry about that. I had something cooking and then I guess the pot fell off
I
the
feel
stove or
like there
something.
are good examples of a team firing a head coach to promote the assistant.
Oh, I know what I was
Did
gonna
the
say.
Bulls do that?
The the Lakers did.
Like, when they
Didn't they but didn't what's his name step down, Phil Pat Riley to be the GM though? I think he stepped down to be the GM and then like promoted within. Or maybe he coached as well. Maybe
well,
I did
no,
both
because
at the same time.
Phil Jackson he was in Chicago. That was the example I was that was Phil Jackson an assistant for Doug Collins?
Oh, he might have
Maybe?
been. You have a good
Trying to
point.
remember My Last Dance. I should know this. I've seen The Last Dance several times.
I've only seen it once. Good documentary, but I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
The
I'll have to do some research. There are definitely more examples.
I remember what I was gonna say. What you were saying where it's like this is not one of those franchises that you trust doing this is that I think I specifically, maybe because I just grew a hatred towards them, is that I kind of forgot that they were so bad before McDermott.
Oh, so bad.
Like awful.
So, so bad.
And
Yeah.
I think listening to the
Like,
owner is
one
what
of the
is
worst teams in the NFL
yeah.
consistently.
And I think the owner speaking is what really scared Bills fans. Is that is
Oh, yeah.
him speaking, he just seems like he's fed up and riled up, and that's never how you want your owner to sound. And
You don't
he
want
kind of
your owner to
seems
sound like he's a fan.
yes, yes, and it sounds like he's kind of pissed. So that's definitely not what you want to see. You know, I hate the owners meddling. That's not what you want. Um, all right. Those are the other thing is speaking of um no, not McDermott. The guy that interviewed for Buffalo. We talked about it. I forgot his name pre-show too.
Well,
Dayball. Yep, he went to the Tennessee Titans. I think that's a good hire. I think he's gonna like Cam Ward a lot. Apparently, there was a rumor that the Giants wanted to trade up for Cam Ward. There's always those types of rumors. It feels like whenever a coach goes to a new place, it's like, well, he always wanted this guy that he's now gonna work with. Um, but I've loved Cam Ward all year. I thought he had a good rookie season for what he had in front of him, and I think Dayball's going to help him out a lot. Just got to get some players.
Yeah, they need weapons.
Yes, they need
Definitely
players.
need weapons.
And I don't even think they need weapons yet. They just need some players. Some guys out there that'll block for him and catch the ball. Um,
Yeah.
all right. Final thing. Oh no, we got two things. We got time. Um, Bill Belichick not inducted in the Hall of Fame initially. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Came out yesterday. I don't understand it. A thing came out that there's the NFL Hall of Fame is like conducting a report or conducting a investigation on the people who voted against it to see if they broke any rule violations, and they're going to try to suspend him, I guess, on rule violations. I don't know if it was political. Apparently, there was a lot of Spygate talk and Deflategate talk, and like basically like hey, let's give Belichick a year like suspension from the Hall of Fame, basically until next year, and he just won't be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he'll be a Hall of Famer eventually. But we just can't have him be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I just think that's a bunch of bull crap. I mean, he has the most Super Bowls of any person on the planet. No, he has 8.
Wait, so they're looking into suspend the people that didn't vote for him?
They're looking into. They might fire the people who didn't vote for him. 'Cause there might be some rule
And who
violations.
is it? Just writers,
I
football
think it's
writers? Is that how it
writers,
works? Like
former.
that's
I
how
think there's
baseball
former
works.
coaches. I think there's a lot of former coaches, and apparently a lot
So
of the
what are
former
the
coaches
rules
got some. You're cutting out.
out of personal? That's what the rules are that they could have violated. Like, do they have to prove that you voted based on like a personal distaste for somebody?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is exactly how it is. I think that is it's like basically did you conduct this improperly based on some personal bias um in any way. I'm guessing that is what the rule violation would be. I'm gonna look it
I mean,
up right
does
now
it
because I haven't
like
read
go
in
to
too much
court?
of it. It might go to court. I feel like NFL stuff goes to court all the time. Um,
Yes,
yeah, I mean,
kind of a
there's
waste of a
a waste of our justice system. Is that what you're saying?
little bit.
Yeah, I would assume so. I would say that's probably
It's
not
for something.
exactly.
All right, for Deflategate, I was all in for it. Like, but for something like that, like whether somebody gets in the Hall of Fame or not, like we should have NFL court, right?
Yes. Yeah.
They have so much money, like we should have a judge in the
Yeah, that's
NFL.
true. Maybe there
They
is. They're
have
probably
lawyer,
just
like
appointed, aren't they? They're probably appointed to the NFL, don't you think? A judge is like a specific judge appointed to the NFL. I guess it all depends on who you sue.
am I paying that person's taxes?
I don't know. It's a good question. No, they're probably on retainer from the NFL, don't you think? It's not like it's a public defendant.
It's at least not where.
Okay. Well, I'll take this over. Um, the Spygate thing. I don't know if you're listening, Chris, but you can respond if you hear me or not. But Spygate thing. They already got punished by Spygate. They lost the undefeated Super Bowl. Roger Goodell put in the hit. They had to lose the Super Bowl to the Giants because of Spygate. So they couldn't have the Spygate scandal and then have no punishment and then go on an undefeated season. It wasn't gonna happen. So Roger Goodell made him lose the Super Bowl in 2007. Um, thanks for my TED talk. Um, I don't know. I just think this is whatever whatever system is going into play with the voting. I don't know. I haven't done too much research on it. I'm sure more and more of this stuff is going to come out because it just came out yesterday. I'm sure there was more today that I didn't read. But the just yeah, reportedly believe that Bill Belichick should wait a year before getting inducted um, for Spygate. Bill Polian is the Hall of Fame general manager and member of selection committee who he's the one who said that. Bill Polian. He's apparently a Hall of Fame general manager and member of selection committee.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So he's the one who is saying he should be in.
No, he's the one that's saying that he should wait.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so I
Because of
think just
Spygate.
like yeah, a lot of personal biases.
I
Um,
mean,
It also came out, Bill Polian said he wasn't sure if he voted for Bill Belichick to be in it. That was his quote. He wasn't sure.
He
He
didn't.
forgot. He
He
said
didn't.
no.
Well,
Definitely
in
not.
all fairness, I remember Bill Polian on TV, and that was probably 10 years ago, and he looked like he was super old then. So maybe he did forget.
Yeah. I think the Brady quote, the Tom Brady quote is the one that should speak out. He said, "I was with him every day. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, there's really no coach that should ever be a first ballot Hall of Famer."
Yeah.
And I mean, be all the personal, like the cheating, quote unquote, allegations that got settled with whatever the NFL rules were. Um, the the girlfriend shit is outside of football. The UNC shit is outside of the NFL. Like this is the NFL Hall of Fame. He's got 8 Super Bowl rings. 2 as an assistant, 6 as a head coach. There's no reason why there's I don't want to like I like Spygate and Deflategate are not good enough excuses, in my opinion.
This is funny that this is an NFL thing now. Because in baseball, we're used to it.
Yeah.
The steroid era guys. This
Yeah,
is the
somebody
debate ever.
somebody said that. They were like, "Is this gonna be like the steroid guys where he's just never gonna be in the Hall of Fame? We're just never gonna celebrate Bill Belichick making the Hall of Fame for some petty
They did
reasons?"
steroid. He did.
Yeah.
I mean, they did cheat. In all fairness,
Oh, you didn't hear my did you turn down your computer? Did you hear what I said when you went to go to the door?
I no, I didn't hear what you said.
The Super Bowl 2007, the undefeated Super Bowl, they lost it because of Spygate. It was Roger Goodell put the fix in.
So they already got punished. You're
They
saying
already got punished because Roger Goodell didn't formally punish the team. There was no suspensions, nothing. So right before the Super Bowl, he said you got to lose.
they put like flypaper on David Tyree's
Yeah, oh yeah.
gloves and helmet,
Yep. Yep. They told the Pats D lineman don't
magnet in the
sack.
ball.
They said don't sack Eli Manning. Whatever you do that play, whatever you do, don't sack him. And then they told all the refs they like don't call any holding calls. None of those were holding calls. Um, oh, I got a bag of tricks for this one. I've been listening to too much Bill Simmons. I got the '07 locked down. Um, but anyways, I just think it's ridiculous. I'm sure we'll learn more about it. I don't think I don't really have any other opinion besides that. I think it's ridiculous. And I think
Yeah,
every football fan should have that opinion. I think if you like, you can hate Belichick all you want. If you are a fan of football, you should want him in the Hall of Fame.
I think most people would. Yeah.
Yeah, like put all your hate aside. Um, all right, let's go to Giannis real quick. This Giannis thing is getting into Dame Lillard territory. Luckily, Giannis has won a championship for the
This is
Bucks.
infinitely better than Dame Lillard.
Yes, it is infinitely better. I give you that.
He's a
But
much bigger prize.
he is a much bigger prize. He's a much better player, and he is already a champion for the team that drafted him. But it's like every other day, it's like Shams is like, "Hey guys, Giannis. I mean, he still wants to leave, guys. Still wants to leave." And apparently now, today the Knicks are playing somebody, and they had like 3 people who match salaries out today. Deuce McBride, I think Cat, and I think Mikal Bridges would be the trade. But
Mhm.
that's like the front runner. I don't. I personally, I do not think we see a Giannis trade.
No,
I don't think we see a Giannis trade.
not during the season.
No.
Well, I don't know if I'm willing to say anything after last year.
After the Luca one. Yeah, but like what do the Bucks like or the teams that are calling the Bucks, do they think Nico Harrison's on the line? Like who they have to give up the
Yeah.
issue I think with the Giannis thing is that you have to give up you gotta give up half your team. You have to give up half your team for Giannis.
Yeah. And
And
picks, right?
I would assume so. Like the Knicks don't have any picks. They would have to give up half their team. You're the point like you and you'd have to take back I think Kyle Kuzma. Like, you'd have to yeah, you'd have to eat some salary. Um like I think the Raptors would be a good fit for him. I think the Hawks would be
Yeah.
a good fit for him. I
That
think
would be
Atlanta
funny
Hawks
if
would be
the
really fun.
Raptors just like same thing with Kawhi.
Yeah, they like stole him.
Get superstars dumped on him.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, but they
championship
have the
and then
pieces to move for him.
the
Um,
coast.
the like I don't know a lot of teams. I need him to stay in the East. not only like even though I'm a Celtics fan, I'd love to see him in the West. Easier path for the Celtics. I'm a basketball
Mhm.
fan. I need to see him in the East. If he's on the West,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I mean, it's just not gonna be that fun on the Eastern side to watch. Like this is just gonna be. It's gonna be a gauntlet every playoff round for the West. It'd be cinema, and then on the East Coast, it'll be just a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah.
So I want him on the
That's like I mentioned LeBron's Eastern Conference.
what?
You had the I meant like brief mention of it earlier. LeBron's Eastern Conference.
Yes. That would be especially with a healthy Tatum, that would be the Celtics. That would be the Celtics to lose. Um,
Yeah.
I do think like if he goes on the Knicks, him and Brunson are a great duo. I think that's a fantastic duo. Um,
Yeah. Definitely.
especially if they get to keep OG Anunoby. Like there's some great defense behind Brunson. Mm, that's a good team. I'd like to see the Raptors get frisky with it. They have a lot of forwards though, so it's like they would have to cut some forward slack on them.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but other than that, I don't know really like of course the Lakers are going to be rumored and a bunch of shit. Of course there's going to be a bunch of other
How? How is that even possible?
like LeBron in salary or something. Yeah, the Lakers fans just always want to get there, especially after last year, as you just said. They just think that they can get anyone they want now. But yeah, I don't know. My gut would say that he doesn't get traded, even though that the Bucks have been terrible. They've gotten worse and worse throughout the year. Um, so remember when he gets traded though, the Washington Wizards really put the nail in the coffin. Remember that game when the first report came in that he wanted to trade? It's right after the Wizards.
After they lost to the Wizards.
Yeah, yeah, right after they lost to the Wizards. Um, all right,
Reaper of the Wizards.
I'm excited. By the way, once Super Bowl's done, All Star Weekend will be done, trade deadline will be done. We'll do a little. We haven't done really any NBA. It's been a fun season so far. So I'm excited to start talking about that as well.
Will you be able to
You're delayed. Recap the All Star Weekend. Are you guessing? Yeah, I'll give you a second.
Can you hear me? I
Yeah, I
think
can
I'm
hear you.
good now. I was gonna ask if you're able to talk about that or if that will be proprietary
So I haven't gotten any
information.
NDAs or anything. Um, so I haven't seen anything like that. What Chris is alluding to, I'm going to the sports business classroom all-star experience in LA. I'm going to be having 4 days, 3 days of classes, uh, basketball contracts, uh, talk about, like scouting on players. There's a segment for podcasts and broadcasting as well. I'm going to be learning all about and the salary cap and um, CBA and everything. I'm really excited for it. I'm gonna be posting some things on social media about it. Um, hopefully, I'll be able to share everything that I was able to experience um, on this podcast and take you guys through it. But I'll try to post some things on the Wise Guys Instagram as well, just to show you guys where I'm at. And yeah, that's during the All Star break for the NBA, so that's right after the Super Bowl. I'm really excited. So there'll be a little break on the pods, but I'll try to keep some content flowing. Um, Chris is frozen. I don't know if he's texting me or not. We'll have to see. I don't see anything. Um, but I think that does it. I don't know if Chris wants to log back in real quick. I'm gonna shoot him a text before we go. And if not, we'll just bounce right out of here and we'll talk right before the Super Bowl about all the bets. It's honestly one of my favorite podcasts. It's so much fun. We talk about the Gatorade, we talk about the coin flip, we talk about, Super Bowl touchdown props. Um, yeah, so it should be exciting. Um, well, I'm gonna give Chris 30 more seconds of me yapping. Um, and then if not, you'll just have to pretend he says goodbye. And we'll see everyone there. Um, all right. Well, I think yeah, Chris is all messed up. So we're gonna oh, we might have got him back. Right for the final shebang. Hello.
Hey.
Well, you missed
Go on.
me describing of what I was gonna do, but I've already told you.
Oh,
So
okay.
That was all I was doing, was describing that. I gave you 30 seconds to see if you come back to say goodbye. So this is,
Oh, nice. I just made it.
yeah, now you get to say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
I yeah, I just told, and then I just said that we'll be doing one of our favorite pods, the Super Bowl bets. So
Yes. We've got
it's
a lot of fun pods coming up.
yes,
Your
yes,
season
and
in review,
yep, yep, we'll do a
mock
season
draft,
review,
not
mock.
too far away.
Yeah, we love a mock draft. I was gonna say we should do a top over the summer. We'll do a top 5 episodes, like yearly episodes that we do every year.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that'll
a
be a
good one.
good top 5.
Yeah.
Because there's some sort of like QB rankings. All season's fun. All season's
Rankings
fun.
is so good, yeah.
That's not for a while though. But mock drafts will be coming before you know it. You'll turn the corner
Yeah.
and mock drafts will be coming around the corner.
Uniform rankings is always
Oh yeah, we missed them out. We missed out this year on uniform rankings. I don't.
That's
We
because
our
the
schedule
release they did it, like, a
right
week
before the
before the
season.
season started, and we were
Yeah,
doing our
we were doing
QB
previews.
rankings at
Yeah, we
that
were doing
point.
previews. So we got to get the previews. We're doing some behind the scenes planning here. We'll do the previews a little bit earlier in case they drop the rivalry shit late again.
Priority is the,
Yeah, well, we got to make sure we talk about the uniforms. Um, all right.
That's like, if you look at episodes that have stood the test of time, like, I remember talking about XFL uniforms in Joseph's basement.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
It's been a long time.
since the start of the pod, we've been doing uniform breakdown.
Yep. And especially the best parts were when before we had YouTube and like last time we did the uniform rankings, I put in like I don't know, it was probably a good 30 minutes of downloading images so we could post it, we could
Right,
put
they
it
could
while
show
we're
'em.
looking. But like our audio pods, we would just be like, "Yeah, this uniform, like I don't really like this one." We would just tell people to be like, "Just look it up." And like honestly, you could just you either know what the uniforms look like or you don't know what the uniforms look like. I don't know what to tell you. I think honestly, I think we've gone through 3 Jets uniforms on this podcast. That's how long we've been doing this. Because they
No,
got the
probably
ones when Darnold got drafted, they got new ones, and then when Zach Wilson got drafted, they got new ones. Or they got no, they got new ones when they got Wilson, or like a little bit after Sam Darnold got drafted, and then they got
they went old
another one,
school.
and then they went back to old school. Yeah, now the Jets uniforms are all over the place.
I feel like the Jags have changed a couple times too.
Yes, and we've
Oh,
had we've
no, I
had
guess the gold
legit.
helmet was before the pod.
No, the gold helmet was during the pod.
No? It
Yeah,
was?
the
Okay, so
faded
they went
one.
gold helmet. Yeah,
Yeah. They
okay.
had gold, and then they had the matte black, and now they have the throwbacks.
Yeah, the
Those should just
Prowlers.
be their primaries, the Prowlers, yeah, those should just be the
I
primaries.
was something related to pod history. I was trying to think if we've done a Pat Super Bowl on the pod, and I think the first Rams or the Rams one,
Yeah,
second Rams one,
I believe the second
obviously,
Rams
we
one.
babies for the first Rams one, if that.
I know, I wasn't born. That's why I was named
That
Brady.
was just one.
Yeah, that's why I was named Brady. Um, the yeah, I think that the Pats lost, the Eagles won on the pod, if I'm correct. I think that was our first year,
I
was
think
they lost to
so.
the Eagles, and then the second year
Yeah,
they lost to the Rams, or they beat the Rams.
checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, And I was just gonna say before now we're just doing random uniform jabber, which is this is the heart of the pod. This is what we do here. Um, but we've gone so since we've been doing almost 7 years, maybe almost 8. That means we've
I think
had
almost
that's 8 NBA uniforms, one a year for
Yep.
every team in the league. We don't rank those, luckily. I think we
No,
did one year. We might have ranked them one year.
that's 240 uniform NBA uniforms that we would have discussed.
Yes. Yes. We've definitely a couple of the wild ones we've discussed. Like when the
Yeah.
Bucks
I
wore
think we
blue,
used to
I think we stopped
yeah.
and like the Rockets they wore blue. We had to stop and
Yeah,
um
the blue. Yeah, there was a
yeah.
blue. It was like Picasso's blue era.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um Speaking of the Wizards, or not the Wizards, but the Rockets that year they had John Wall and I was just thinking of it. John Wall is having a retirement jersey jersey night tomorrow. We're gonna retire his jersey.
Oh, that's sick.
I know. I won't be there sadly, but the the guys, I was at the game on Tuesday yesterday, and they won by the way. It was nice to see a win. Um, they there was a guy from Amazon Prime, walking around with the camera, and me and Adam Steen walking around the concourse, and he sees me wearing the John Wall jersey. He's like, "Hey, do you mind doing a video for us on John Wall and like how much he meant to the city and everything?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, yeah, I totally got you." And I had to like sign a release form and everything.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and I just stood there and I was like, "Oh, John Wall just gave us so much hope. Like when he beat the Celtics in Game 6, like I thought we had a chance. Like he really gave us the hope that the city needed." And I always loved John Wall and like shit like that. And so it might be on Amazon Prime tomorrow. If you're watching Amazon
Sick,
Prime,
yeah.
apparently they're gonna show it to John Wall. Um, so I
That's
might, because
cool.
I start off there like like start off by saying, "Hey, John." So like I'm just talking to John here on this.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Um, hopefully someone will send me a clip of like, "Hey, I saw you on Amazon Prime."
I'll have
That'd
to
be
tune in.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Um, so yeah, that was my little fame. I was like, oh, we getting celebrity, like get some paparazzi on me. Going to the Wizards games too much. Slow down there, Wizards. Um, all right. Well, that'll do it. Thank you all for listening, and we will see everyone next Wednesday for Mega Bets.